and welcome to another Assorted Crackers, and today we are back with a cocktail quickie. Lee has joined us. He's been brave enough to take on the seasonal holiday favorite known as Eggnog.
Eggnog.
Lee, let's talk about it. What'd you bring us?
So I whipped up some eggnog last night. I think it's pretty good. I mean, each of you have a set in front of you. Check it out.
Now, this is not, you didn't go to the Kroger and buy the Borden's or the
I did
Turner
not.
Dairy eggnog. This is homemade.
First time.
Holy
well done, buddy.
cow, Batman. That is
Well done.
Everybody's okay?
that is excellent.
I feel pretty good about it.
Joy to the world.
Pretty good.
This is sweet.
I thought it was going to be hard.
Yeah.
I thought, well, I should video myself doing this so that I can put it on Instagram. And then I said I should probably make it a couple of times before that so I could practice. Because if it turned out bad, I didn't want to try it.
But you know that nutmeg right on top just
Helps, doesn't it?
It does. I don't think that it's too bourbon forward.
no, not
bit.
at all.
Not a bit.
So, but anyway, it was not that hard, guys. Let me tell you, real easy. Here's where we go. First of all, you gotta have the ingredients. And
Yeah.
the
Would
ingredients,
you tell us what they are?
The ingredients. Holy cow! What are the ingredients?
A little egg and a little
There's
nog.
some eggs and there's some. How many?
What is nog?
Well, while you're trying to recall this, I will kudos to Lee, because normally the team, when we do cocktail quickies, we all have favorites, we all have ideas, and we just sort of come back with the ones that we know well. We knew seasonally we wanted an eggnog. It makes sense. It's a bourbon drink, but nobody amongst these assorted crackers had ever done homemade eggnog. So Lee, thank you.
Yeah, you
for
stepped
taking
up to
this
the plate.
I stepped up. I feel like it worked out. So, quickly, here they are. The ingredients. You need 6 large eggs separated. You need 3/4 a cup of granulated sugar, 2 cups of whole milk. I actually did 1% milk because I was thinking about our waistline.
Thank you.
Thank
Not
you very
Scambo.
much.
I did do 1 cup of heavy cream.
That helps a bunch.
Well, I offset it by doing the 1% milk.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for nothing.
And it says a 1/2 cup to 1 cup, but I really took it, and it usually is 1.5 cup of bourbon.
Okay.
And so I did use the Blue Note bourbon. And the definition of nog is any beverage made with beaten eggs, usually with an alcoholic liquor.
So nog goes apparently beyond just eggnog. There may be other nogs out there that we need to understand. All right.
Wow. Okay.
You were saying.
So I did use 1.5 cups of Blue Note Juke Joint, which is regular Juke Joint, 93 proof.
That's
You can find it on your shelf most places.
yes.
Great bourbon for mixing drinks. Then I used 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. I did do the nutmeg, freshly grated nutmeg, and or you can use the nutmeg that you already had in your cabinet. But
Let McCormick do it for you.
I'm sure the fresh is great. And I did use 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon and a pinch of salt.
Really?
Yeah.
You can taste the cinnamon in there.
Salt brings
That's
out anytime you put a pinch of salt anywhere, you got to put a pinch of salt in there because it brings out the sweetness.
Wait, I'm sorry to interrupt. I want to point something out to you. Look at your cup, your glass, Lee. look at my glass. Wilson's glass is empty.
Well,
my guy just chug-a-lugged.
some people take
Eggnog.
big gulps.
Sorry, Wilson. I don't mean to pick on you.
He was over there working, and we're talking.
Goodness.
So,
Fair enough.
so those are the ingredients. So first of all, once you get all the ingredients together, you have them all set out. You separate your eggs from your yolks and your egg whites. Right. Take the egg whites, you put them in the refrigerator. Once they're separated, then you go back to your egg yolks and you beat them. You stir them up, you whip them up, you stir around until they get to be a little bit of a clear.
Did you feel like Rocky
lightning
after
color.
you beat your eggs?
No, I got to tell you. after I sat there and whipped up on the eggs a little bit with my hands, I said, I'm getting my emulsion blender out.
Good, well
and I'm whisking with that, and it's much better if you do that.
Good advice.
Yeah, so that's a good move. But as I'm using as I'm whisking the eggs together after they've gotten good and beaten, then you start pouring in the sugar until you start to form some peaks and in the middle of there, and you add in the milk, the cream, and the vanilla flavoring, the nutmeg, cinnamon, and salt, and your alcohol. Keep stirring it for a few more minutes. Then, if you want the ranch nog, as we're talking about nogs, which is a combination of eggnog and ranch dressing.
I told you there are other nogs out there.
I mean,
that we need to get to know, but
We can
probably
always
not that
count
one.
on Bill to throw something out there for us.
How
Not
many
that one,
nogs
Bill.
on a log does it take? I don't know.
I don't want ranch nog. For the
No,
record.
that sounds gross.
That does sound terrible. So once you do that, you go back and get your egg whites out of the fridge, and then you start beating those. You add a little bit of a quarter of a cup of the sugar back to that, whip those into stiff peaks, and then you gently
What
fold.
is a stiff peak?
So when you beat the egg whites together, you put the sugar in there, and you keep beating it, it starts frothing up and fluffing up and it gets a little lighter and fluffier.
Okay.
And so then you take that and you fold that into your eggnog.
No, I appreciate that.
It is delightful.
You're supposed to chill it for an hour. After you chill it for an hour, then you sprinkle some fresh nutmeg on it, and then you can store it up in the refrigerator for 2 days. I did choose to not do the cooked version, but there's a cooked version where you can make a custard out of it.
like a boiled custard.
That's correct.
Do you like some boiled custard? That's another.
So let me ask you both this.
delicious
take,
Christmas treat.
Another take on it.
This is really good. Have either of you had real homemade eggnog before today?
I have not. This is
Maybe.
a blessing. This is a treat.
Yeah.
I'm just thankful for
I mean, this is rare and special.
when I went to I've been to a Christmas party maybe, and I'm assuming it was real,
Yeah.
homemade, not real, but homemade.
There was a family that my parents were good friends with, the Souliers, which is French for shoemaker. Shoemaker. The Souliers. Anyway, they every year would have a Christmas party, and it was a Christmas Eve party, going back to Wilson's earlier story from Christmas episode. But they always had homemade eggnog. But of course, I was little and I never got to drink it because it had bourbon. So no, I've been around it, but this is the first time I've had a chance to enjoy it. So thank you. This is nice.
This is excellent.
I
I
think
want
it's pretty
more.
good.
There
I
is
think we
more.
can make that happen. Because
There
it's
is
only
more.
good for 2 days, and we got about 1.5 left.
We got to knock it back. So let me ask you this: are you either of you the kind of guys who like just the Prairie Farms Turner Dairy eggnog that you get at the Kroger? Do you buy that stuff during the season?
No.
Never have.
So you don't like eggnog, period, generally.
Well, I like this eggnog.
This is you're really jumping into some.
I think I'm going to do
new
this.
water.
This is going down again.
See, my parents and grandparents always had boiled custard, so I drank boiled custard growing up.
So again, was that the homemade boiled custard, or was that the stuff you got
My
at the grocery
grandmother
store?
and a lady that worked for her would make the boiled custard.
Okay.
And then after that, couldn't happen anymore. Always bought it at the store.
Yeah.
But
One of my favorite stories years ago, I guess this was before we had children. There was a group of young people I worked with, and we were kind of a writing club. Writing, not writing. But we would go to different little kind of dive bars around town. And
It's not like motorcycles and horses.
no, we would write. Like we would
Like
do prompts and write
essays?
stories and essays. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so
that sounds
was-
so exciting.
listen.
I mean, a thrill a minute.
Look,
Hey,
to each his own.
He is.
each his own.
He does have a published book.
Well, and I don't, so there you go.
There you go.
Anyway, back to the point. There's a little dive bar off Madison Avenue called the Lamplighter. Mm-hmm. You've probably seen it. Maybe you've been there. It's classic, just sort of cheap draft beer. But it's 3 blocks from the Turner Dairy distillery or whatever, where they produce stuff. So one day our group was in there talking and drinking beer and catching up, and the door kicks open, and it's a guy from Turner Dairy, and they had just made their first batch of eggnog for the season. And he had a crate of it, and he just walked into the bar and was giving it out to all the patrons.
That would have been fun.
It was cool. It was
That is
neat.
cool.
Did the lamplighter throw some bourbon in there for you?
They probably, I'm not even sure they had bourbon at the Lamplighter. I think it was pretty much
I've never
all
been
beer.
in there, so there you go.
Wow.
Yeah. But I've always liked eggnog. That's been part of our tradition growing up. Mom would always bring a carton home, and you sip on it until Christmas comes. But
This was not that hard.
Well, I'm a fan now.
no, I'm a big fan. Thank you.
That was damn good.
I don't think you can drink a ton of it. I think you'll be full.
So true to custom, when we do a cocktail quickie, we always try to think about a topic or a story or a theme just to kind of kick the conversation off a little bit. What do we got?
It feels like, I'm thinking back, didn't we cover some stuff about foods that we like to have when we have big crowds?
Hey, wait, we never did anything with that, did we?
Well, let's go back there.
Lee, you'd mentioned having a crowd over, and we were talking about this earlier, and it's not going to be long before the holidays are here. And if you're hosting, and I know all three of us host, you got to be thinking about it. And so we consider ourselves cooks. We like to grill. And so one of the things that I was curious is, when you're hosting a crowd, you want to go big. I don't care if it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, or anything in between. What is it that you like to prepare, and how do you prepare it? I mean, I'll let
Lee, go first.
Okay.
So when we're getting ready to have a crowd, obviously you got to think about things that you can have. I mean, if it's the holiday season, we're pretty traditional on Thanksgiving, so it's always the turkey, right? That you got to start there.
You mean wild turkey?
Well, there's always some wild turkey around, but the turkey could be. I've done multiple different ways, but most recently I may have cheated a little bit because Popeyes is pretty darn tasty.
What?
Popeyes
turkey?
Popeyes turkey, man. You can go get you a Popeyes turkey, and it's already cooked. All you got to do is warm it up, thaw it out, and warm it up, and it is amazing. Talking about a hack that will help the crowd out. It is amazing.
So I set this up by saying we're good cooks and we have recipes, and you're going to Popeyes.
Freaking Popeyes.
Come on, Lee.
Dude, don't knock it.
I'm not saying I won't try it.
Because it's spicy and it's good, man.
Popeyes does good stuff.
It's
But
good
have you
stuff.
fried a turkey before?
I have fried a turkey, and I really love that. The recipe I have is a Paula Deen recipe. Lots of heavy pepper and salt.
Do you
and
fry
garlic
it?
powder.
Do you fry it in oil?
I do peanut oil.
Okay. So I do a fried turkey in one of these oilless fryers. It's propane. I know.
I've never heard of such. Go for it.
So Charbroil makes it. I know a lot of people do, or different manufacturers make them as well. But one of the things about the oil fried turkey is, it's a giant hazard. If the turkey has ice crystallization, it can flame over. If you don't measure the oil right, it can flame over. You burn down your garage. Your neighbors are taking videos. You're on YouTube. You don't want that. So with this, it's exactly the same result.
Sounds like Eric has had some flame over.
I've had some flame over. I'm not going to lie. It goes way back.
He's been in hot oil more than once.
Come on. So my brother-in-law, who's an LSU grad, but a good guy otherwise, gave this to me, and it's amazing. It basically is a dome chamber.
Does it smell like corn dogs?
It does not. I've never cooked a corn dog in it. It came out of the package that way. But it's propane burner, and it basically surrounds this chamber with these vertical burners, and you drop your turkey into it, and it comes out just as crispy, just as juicy.
Really?
Yeah, I promise you.
Same amount of time?
So about 4.5, 5 minutes per pound. Is that about right?
Sounds about right.
Yeah. I mean,
Wow.
and so you inject the thing ahead of time, right, with your Cajun butter marinade.
Okay.
And then you rub the peanut oil on the outside.
So you do rub it with oil?
You rub it with oil because you want that skin to crisp up.
Definitely.
That's the beautiful. And then you
Do you put it under the skin too a little bit? Just kind of.
I don't. You could do that, but you just put some Tony Chachere's on the outside. So oil, Tony Chachere's, and then you drop it in this thing and let it do its thing. It comes out so juicy, so delicious, and no
it's
risk
not
of
as
fire.
messy. Well, it's not as messy because
No.
that oil is a pain.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no doubt. So you use the Tonys, huh?
Tony Chachere's, yes sir.
Oh, it's such good stuff.
I'm brand loyal, and I use the Tony's Cajun injector as well. You just load up that. You're gonna load up the breast, load up the thighs. I mean, you put as much in there as you can possibly fit in. I actually, what I'll do is I'll inject the marinade the night before,
Right.
and then let it really soak in.
You do it in the breast. You do it in the thighs. Where do you do it?
Legs everywhere, anywhere you can get that needle. Yep.
How much do you put in there?
I put until it's just literally oozing out of the turkey.
Nice.
Because one of the I love turkey, but the way our parents cooked, our moms cooked it in the oven, it required a ton of basting because that thing is dry.
Sure.
If you don't cook it right.
Especially the bigger it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The longer it stays in there, it dries out.
But you fry a turkey in a oil-free fryer, and it's delicious
I can't wait to try this.
and it's juicy. And by the way, it's if you're thinking about getting one, it's not just for turkey. You can do roasts, you can do barbecue, you can do a shoulder.
Nice.
Twinkies.
Yes, I'm gonna say I haven't done it yet, but sure.
I mean, why not? While we're frying, you fry things. Let's do this thing like the fair.
Yeah. I love it.
I mean,
Whatever floats your boat.
guys, I need to back up 1 second and make sure we understand what part is the beef chuck roast from. It's from the upper shoulder and the lower neck.
Love that lower neck. Thanks for looking that up, Lee.
Yeah, in honor of my buddy Bill.
Who's got their phone on, by the way?
I guess I need to hit mute.
I think it's Wilson.
No, it's not. I
It's
turned mine
Lee.
off.
Okay,
It's Lee.
fine. Okay, fine. Well, thanks for looking that up. Next time, instead of asking for the chuck roast, I'll say, Butcher, I would like that cut of meat by the lower neck and the upper shoulder, please. And he'll know what I'm talking about.
And he's going to say, oh, you mean the chuck roast?
That's right.
He's going to say, boy, you're a nerd.
And I'm going to say, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I have a friend that told me this is exactly where it is.
That's why we do a podcast. So Wilson, you host.
Yes.
You got a pretty big family, and then you're getting into an extended family.
So yes, kids get married, you have extra people, and seems like somebody's always showing up. But I think last Thanksgiving we had 27 people in my house.
Wow.
So,
That stresses me out just thinking about it.
So, luckily everybody, because of the number, everybody brings something. So, but we like to do the turkey, or at least one of the turkeys, and mashed potatoes and squash casserole. So Kristen is absolutely fabulous in the,
She's a fantastic cook.
She is a fantastic cook, but I take care of the turkey. So I've done it a couple of different ways, but usually I do inject the turkey with butter and whatever seasoning, usually salt, pepper, garlic, maybe some onion powder.
You make your own, or you have your own? You buy it?
I make my own.
Of course you do.
You're so damn fancy.
So, you melt the butter and add all your stuff, and then you use your injector and just inject the stew out of that bird.
Yeah.
And then rub it down with oil and same seasoning. And then I put it on the grill. And
The green egg.
Like the
I use a Primo,
yeah.
which is same thing, but it's more of an oval shape. So you get it's a little bit easier to get in direct cook. So
Sure.
You go low heat or indirect, you said?
I just use if it's 300, whatever the directions say, and just cook it, use my meat thermometer and probe it.
Nice.
Nice.
And cook it, and it's, because, not everybody likes a smoked turkey. So usually my brother-in-law or somebody will bring another bird from somewhere.
It doesn't get eaten.
It all gets eaten.
Okay.
So you called it smoked. So are you putting like mesquite or hickory?
Yeah, so
in
I'll
there?
put hickory in with the charcoal, and it's just wonderful. And then I have taken a turkey roast and taken the string off of it, unrolled it, seasoned it up, laid some duck in there.
Spatchcock?
No, it's just the roast, so it's boneless. It's just a roast, so it looks like a tenderloin.
Lee, can you look up what part of the turkey is the roast? Because
It's like a whole deboned turkey.
I'm on that.
But you cut the strings off and you unroll it, put duck in there, season it all up.
Pause. Put duck in there.
Yes.
So are you like making a turducken?
But there's no chicken.
Okay, but it's turkey and duck.
Turkey and duck. And then I roll it back up and then braid some bacon, put that on.
Oh my God.
Wrap that around the turkey and then put that on the grill.
Oh my God.
And then put the rub on the outside of the bacon
Do you have a picture of this? Because we got to put that on Instagram. That is something I want to try.
We're going to get a picture at Thanksgiving, right?
We will. I'll do one this
So
year.
a turkey roast, guys, for those of you that are wanting to know at home.
That's me.
It's made up of turkey, water, contains less than 2% of salt, evaporated canned syrup, food starch, and sodium carbonate, and some dehydrated onion, and blah, 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 blah. So it's a host of things that you want to put together and kind of bind it so that it becomes a complete roast.
Well, it's
I've never heard the term.
but you can find them at the grocery. It's like it's a deboned
It's
turkey.
like- that's right.
Sure.
It's just a huge breast, turkey
basically.
breast.
But it doesn't have the bone, so you can
Yeah.
roll it. You know, it just
Yeah, it lays out, and then you can put the duck on top of that.
and then you roll it back up.
That sounds amazing. I really want to try this.
It is
I'm
good.
ready. Guys,
I'll do one.
I'm so
you
ready
kinda
for
have a-
Thanksgiving.
I'll make us one.
Turkey roast pinwheel with duck on the inside. Mm-hmm. Do you put any like special homemade like herbs in the middle of there?
I mean, you couldn't. I don't, but it makes a hell of a sandwich too for leftovers.
I mean, I could think you could put some rosemary in there, some thyme. It just,
For sure.
I mean, I'm feeling maybe some cheese.
So I got a question for
Makes
both
a great sandwich.
because I like I'm getting so hungry just thinking about these different turkeys. Even the Popeyes turkey makes me excited.
You should be getting excited
Even
about
the
Popeyes.
Popeyes turkey. But
Love that turkey at Popeyes.
so who eats turkey outside of the holidays though?
I do.
Do you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too. But most people don't. Most people only eat it in November and December, and I think that's a shame.
I eat turkey all the time.
Yeah.
I'm a turkey chicken guy.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they still do this, but you know who used to have a fabulous turkey at Thanksgiving is Cozy Corner Barbecue.
Yes, they still do this. So, and you can drop off your own turkey, and they will prepare it for you. Cozy Corner is one of the.
On Parkway.
Do we need to have an assorted crackers drop your turkey off and we'll cook it for you?
I'm up for that. If anybody wants to have their turkey fried in a oilless fryer, I will do it for you.
I mean, we could get together. We could make this thing a community event.
Okay, Lee, don't say it if you don't mean it, because I think this could work.
I mean it. We bring the grills together. We do something. We do it. Smoke it, fry it, deep fry it. You name it. What you pick the way you want it.
Yeah.
But you have to spend time with the crackers.
I'm guys, this is going to happen.
And it would help if you brought a bottle of bourbon.
That might be the entrance. Entrance fee is going to be that.
You might want to get a little more specific though. If the entrance fee is bourbon,
We would be specific about
price point?
the price points and or flavors that we might enjoy.
so look for the assorted cracker turkey prep. We'll come up with a name.
We'll come up with a great name. We'll consult our marketing team.
Yeah, awesome.
It's fantastic.
All right, well, guys, it's been fun as always. I really enjoyed sharing stories and hearing from you, and I am ready for some turkey. I hope our viewers are as well. Listen, we're going to wrap this up, but I always want to remind you to follow us on 3 Assorted Crackers on Instagram. We constantly post. We want to hear from you. We want you to interact with us. Hold on, Lee. I just remembered before I wrap this up.
That's right.
We have our first listener mail, do we not?
We do have some listener mail.
Let's read that before we put this up.
All right, just a second. Let me get to my mail.
And while he's doing that, the reminders, if you want to talk to us, share us your ideas or insights, or tell us something we got wrong in this case, you can email us at 3assortedcrackers, the number 3assortedcrackers @gmail.com. Lee, what do we got?
So a few tapings ago, we had one of our listeners is Chris from Louisiana. He sent us an email, and he wanted me to make sure that I noted that there was a correction to be made. We had the CYPB Weller that we were tasting, and I misstated what CYPB means. And so his email says, "I've enjoyed listening to the show as a avid bourbon drinker. I really look forward to the picks, and I love the special session on the happy places when you sampled the CYPB, which is an excellent find. CYPB actually stands for Choose Your Perfect Barrel. It is what I had said that it stood for when I made that statement, but it actually stands for Craft Your Own Perfect Barrel.
Your perfect bourbon.
Your perfect bourbon. Excuse me. I can't read very well. I need my glasses.
I've got my glasses.
I should probably get my readers on. And basically, it was called that because Buffalo Trace in 2018 invited the bourbon fans to complete an online poll to give their preference of what the ideal recipe, proof, and warehouse location and age, and that's how CYPB came to be. So it was literally from the customers and what they wanted. So shout out to the people at Buffalo Trace for listening and taking the time to listen to their loyal fans.
And thank you, Chris in Louisiana, as we craft our perfect bourbon.
Absolutely. It's really fun getting mail. We've had another listener that sent in some suggestions and some things that they would like to hear us discuss. And so I look forward to breaking those to you in the future.
Fantastic. Thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Appreciate it.
And as always, please don't go stale and don't be afraid to try new flavors.
We're all thankful for Susan.
We are very thankful.
She's the
for you,
hostess
Susan.
with the mostest.
Do you want to try some eggnog before you go?
I got a whole pitcher right there. Take it.
I'll just get a straw.